This November, we're celebrating the scholars you probably never heard of, but definitely should have, and most of Mary Golda Ross's work is still classified. We'll probably never know the full extent of what she actually designed, calculated, or invented, but here's what we do know. She was the first known Native American aerospace engineer, and in the 1950s, she was one of only two women on Lockheed's top secret skunk work team, designing systems that would eventually help send humans to space. Ross was born in 1908 in Oklahoma, a citizen of the Cherokee Nation. Her great-grandfather was John Ross, one of the longest-serving chiefs of the Cherokee Nation, and a leader during the Trial of Tears. Mary grew up in the Cherokee capital of Tahlequah, where education was deeply valued. The Cherokee Nation has a tradition of educating boys and girls equally, unusual for the time, and Ross credited this with giving her the foundation to pursue mathematics and science. She earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics in 1928 and then worked as a teacher for several years before going back to school for a master's degree in 1942. During the Second World War, she was hired by Lockheed Aircraft Corporation. They needed mathematicians to work on military aircraft, and Ross was brilliant. She worked on a P-38 Lightning fighter plane, solving complex aerodynamic problems. After the war, when most women were pushed out of the technical jobs, Ross stayed. She worked on flyby missions to Venus and Mars. She helped write the NASA Planetary Flight Handbook, which became a foundational text for space mission planning. She was designing the future. Ross worked on defense and aerospace projects that were considered matters of national security, so the details remain locked away. So when she died in 2008 at the age of 99, this creates a strange problem for historians. How do you honor someone whose greatest achievements are still hidden? We know Ross was important. Her colleagues said so. The honors she receives evidence this. But we can't point to a specific spacecraft or systems that say, Mary Ross designed that. Yet she thrived. She became an expert, a leader, someone her colleagues turned to for answers. Ross was also an advocate. She spent her retirement encouraging Native American students to pursue careers in science and engineering. She gave talks, participated in mentorship programs, and made sure young people knew that someone who looked like them had made it to the top of aerospace engineering. She understood that representation matters, not just for recognition, but for showing others what's possible. Mary Golda Ross worked in the shadows by necessity. Her contributions were secret because they had to be, but we can still honor her now. We can say her name, teach her story, and acknowledge that when we look up at the stars and think about space flight, part of what made it all possible was a Cherokee woman with a head full of equations and a hope and ambition for the future. So keep learning and keep questioning.